Welcome to Logos Bible Software. It's been a while. I'm going to be doing something new. So I'm going to be talking about the genitive case, and I want to explain to you a little bit why it has taken me so long to do videos. It takes a astronomical amount of time. It takes a large amount of time for me to create um, that the videos where I'm able, and what I try to do is I try to, and please excuse the rain. What I try to do is I try to, because it is raining here in Orlando, Florida. Um, I try to, as much as possible, to create videos where that if I was there, that I would be able to show you exactly where it's at. So we're gonna talk about the genitive case, and we're going to get into all things dealing with the genitive case. So as my normal pattern, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up um, a basic. So you'll see over here in this area is I have all of my shortcuts. One of these times I'm gonna do a video. It's very easy, but how to put all of your shortcuts over here. But I'm gonna grab my ESV. I use the ESV all the time. I use it all the time, and that's just kind of what I do. I use it on a regular basis. Yeah, let me get that out of there. So, still kind of playing with this doing live. So just kind of bear with me a bit. So we have the genitive case here, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to um, pull up some grammars I use quite often. And where so one I'm gonna use the mounts. I'm just gonna search up here for mounts. You're gonna see a lot of stuff up here on William Mounts, and all these. If you can get anything by Mounts, really, when it comes to Greek, he's this great one. And just kind of point out, like this right here, of a graded reader of biblical Greek. Um, just for the comments alone, let me just kind of pull this up. Just on the comments alone is worth its weight. It's got a lot of comments about Greek. If you do a lot of diagramming, phrasing, anything dealing with syntax, this is exactly what you want. Like this, like when I first started in Greek, what I would use is that whenever I came to a passage that I didn't understand, and then if he had talked about it, great. And I kind of use like this kind of stuff, like um, more like a syntactical commentary, and because a lot of the questions I have when I am studying a passage doesn't really have any. It seems like the commentaries don't really touch on it. Like I want to know its form. I want to know what kind of middle voice this is, and all these other things, and things that have to do a lot with syntax. Those that the grammars can really help you. So I'm going to pull up Mounts here, and this is going to help us with while walking through these things in Greek. Uh, all right. Next, I'm not only going to choose Mounts, I'm also going to do Wallace. Daniel B. Wallace. He is, um, you cannot say enough great things about Daniel B. Wallace when it comes to his grammars. Um, so Daniel B. Wallace, I like the older one, and as I've said, I don't think there's anything different between them. It's just I've become very comfortable with the old one, and that's just the way it is. So we're gonna put that over here. What I've really become a favorite on Y. Plummer. Plummer, his grammar, ah, it's good. Um, it's good. Let's see if I got. I know I have you. There we are. Plummer's got some additional things that um, that I think Daniel B. Wallace don't. So it's just very good. In my opinion, I think Plummer is gonna really be a staple. I like Plummer is more of a intermediate grammar. Um, I would still put both Plummer as well as Wallace. They are reference tools. So when I'm going through a passage and I need to remember what is the aorist tense or what's the variety of ways that an imperfect can be used, I'll use that as a reference. If I'm going through a preposition, I'm going to refer back to the various ways that, say, for instance, the various ways that a para can be used. I'm going to go through those. So, let me give you a basic definition of, and Mounts here, he's got these great exegetical points. Read them through. Yeah, they're great. But I want to get us down to a very basic definition of what is going on. And when I mean basic, I mean just what that word means. It is a basic definition. So the most basic definition that the genitive case can be used when showing possession. And that is a basic definition that we're going to get into more and more, that the genitive case shows possession. That is a basic definition. And let me read this right here. The genitive case in Greek can be used when showing possession. Instead of adding an apostrophe s or using the of construction, the genitive case endings are added to the Greek word. For example, if the sentence, everyone breaks the laws of God, were in Greek, God would be in the genitive case and have a genitive case ending. That is the letter U. In Greek, it is called an upsilon. So that little U there is called an upsilon. Upsilon is a genitive singular ending. And omega V, or then omega nu, is the plural genitive ending. If you were to see the word logu, you would know it is singular and may be showing possession. If you were to see the word logon, you would know that it is plural and also may be showing possession. In English, the possessive case can be indicated by the apostrophe. Everyone breaks laws of God, or breaks God's laws. Greek, however, does not have this construction, so all Greek constructions are in the form of laws of God. Nomoi, toi, theou would never be toi, theou, nomoi. Therefore, in translating, you should think of the of construction. The word in the genitive usually follows the word it is modifying. The word it modifies is called the head noun. So that's and you're seeing a lot of phrasing. Usually, it's not always the case. I want us to go and take a look. This is going to cut through. I got another resource here by Mounts, so we don't have to go through the book all the time to find the various case endings. So this reference tool here, definite article, case endings. Here we are. So here is the nominatives. Just know that the third declension is it's and the best way for me to explain declension is how a word changes. Like here, and this would go 2 1 2, and then third, second declension, first declension, second declension. So then that the genitive, when the genitive is in the masculine, and we are going to see this, its case ending is an upsilon. But that is also the same as the neuter. Just keep that in mind, that when you're looking at, if all you have is the Greek, keep in mind that and that the upsilon can either be masculine or it can be neuter. Now the feminine is, and this is all for singular. And we're going to see some searches and some other things that are going to bring this out. Now for the third declension, it's os. This right here is your omicron, and here is your sigma. And it looks like a squiggly thing because it's at the end. So whenever you have so that the sigma can take two forms, and we're going to see some, but whenever it's at the end of the word, it's always like this. Now we scroll down. The great thing